All right. Hello. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where in the world you are. My name is Jules. I'm the Dawdling writer, in case you are new here. And hello and welcome to a Monday session of whatever happens today, whether or not we are productive or we are successful in writing or editing or whatever it is that you are planning to do during these sprints. I hope that it goes well for all of us. So if you were here yesterday, you heard me sort of calculating and analyzing and overthinking the morning pages from Julie Cameron's The Artist Way, one of her tools to sort of help people become more creative or break through creativity blocks. And so I was like analyzing how many notebooks it would take per 12-week session or per year and all that kind of stuff. So I just was griping about it, in other words, because I was like, I don't know if this is going to fix things. So I went ahead and I did them this morning. And I, of course, chose to use like the biggest notebook that I have, like paper size wise. And so it took me like an hour to kind of fill up 3 of my pages of this nonsense. So I am now sitting here counting for Milwordy because there's no way that I'm going to start doing these and not count them towards Milwordy. But anyway, so that's going to be what I'm doing in the first sprint. And then in the other sprints that we do today, I'm going to be working on my ginormous corrections list for my Project Gray, which is my main work in progress. I think I'm still on chapter 7 or so. And of just like going through and compiling the list of all the corrections and edits and comments and questions and things that I made in the margin when I was doing developmental edits. And I've already got like 11,000 words in the correction document of things that I need to fix. So it's going to be a fun time. And here I was thinking that I was going to be done with my revision like in September. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. I am hoping to go ahead and like finish the corrections list by the end of September. That way I can begin second drafting in October, and maybe I'll be able to finish in November. I don't know. I also like that does not take into account Nano. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing for Nano. I have not thought about that yet. It's not October. It's not Preptober. Like I know that the official Nano suggests that you should start planning like 6 weeks ahead, which would have been like the beginning of September. But I'm not that organized. But anyway, I wanted to know what y'all are working on today, just out of curiosity's sake. And Alexis, hello, good afternoon. How are you and the fellow writers in the chat? I am doing pretty good. I did not have cold brew today, so hopefully I will not be stumbling over my words quite as much as I have been for the past 2 days when I attempted that experiment. But we'll see how things go, because I stumble over my words a whole lot anyway, so, you know, it could be about the same. CB says hello. Petra says hello, everyone. CB says, I'm going to be working or finishing the long pepperoni one-shot that you are writing. Ooh, exciting. Yay. Sarah Keith says, hello. You are continuing to work on the outline of the 3rd book in your mystery series. You need about 20 more scenes to round out the 2nd act. I was just watching one of Laura Wright's reviews for the Fantasy Formula book. And the author apparently from that book had the idea that scenes are only sort of like the period of time in which two or more characters are in conflict. And I thought that was kind of an intriguing way to look at what is a scene. But then you have a whole lot of conflict and not a lot of resolution. And what happens to plot twists? I don't know. I just thought the review was interesting, but that particular nugget stood out to me. So CB says, I am going to force myself to not watch Endgame again. Twice was more than enough. Oh no. Charlie says, hey. Charlie, is today a day off as well, or are you pseudo working? So because you have been pseudo working all weekend long, despite you saying that you were going to take the weekend off. CB says that freaking ending is brutal. I still have not seen it. Devin says, howdy. Tina is here. Hello. You'll be finishing up your rough draft of your Regency. Ooh, I love a good Regency. Nadia is here. Hello. Hello. Kat is here. Heyo. Rosalind is here. Hello. Megan is here. Hey. You'll be joining us hopefully for a bit before you have to go to work. Isabella is here. Hello. Abigail is here. Hey. And if you didn't know, Abigail has a new book out. In fact, let me take myself away a moment so you can see it. You can buy it now on Amazon in either Kindle version or in paperback version. Mine says it's going to be arriving before 9 p.m. tonight. I'm not sure if I believe the estimated time of arrival, but we'll see. But yes. So Tina says, I actually find morning pages to help get the junk out of your head. Yeah, and that's what they're intended to do. I was just griping yesterday that it would, if I did this every day for a year, it would take like 14 composition notebooks. So that's what I was griping about, and I was just overanalyzing everything. So, Grape Fry, hello. I missed your stream this morning. I'm sorry. I clicked on it and it was like streamed 28 minutes ago. I was like, dang it. So I did not get myself ready in time to attend your stream. I apologize. Not working on your project, but trying to do other productive things, which is fine. CB is finishing dinner. Sylvia with a plan. Hello. Welcome. Yes, and Sylvia has a new channel as well. It's Sincerely Sylvia Writes. So she has her planner channel, which is the one with the name that you see on the screen. And then she now has a second channel. So if you enjoy the planning and writing aspects of things, you should subscribe to both of her channels. Abigail says, working on edits for book number 2. Got to get this done by the end of the month. Yeah. That's how I feel. Orla says, hello, hope everyone is well. Got to work on your horror story outline. Ooh, gotta love a good horror. Charlie says, I'm still trying to figure out how to share my epic fantasy world building in a way that makes sense to the humans so you can bring people into the world. Yes. That would be good. We humans, those of us who partially consider ourselves humans instead of broken-brained writer aliens, would appreciate it. So Abigail says, Charlie, you were supposed to be resting this weekend. Yes, so Charlie was working a lot this weekend. So CB says, I won't spoil it then. It's fair enough to spoil. It has been out for a good long time. Feel free, if you need to talk about it, feel free. I have had plenty of chances to see it. So yes, and this is Sylvia's second channel. CB says, I am waiting for my wired controller for your Nintendo Switch. Ooh. Pronoun I says, hey-o. And Abigail is now subscribed to Sincerely Sylvia Writes. You switched over to the planner channel because you have to work on that. You're welcome for the shout out. And CB also needs to do homework. Yes. Charlie says, I did rest. I only wrote 2K and then did a 4-hour chat stream. Only. Yes, indeed. All right. So I have still been having issues with timers, so I'm going to go back to the old tried and true Google timer, so we can do funky times after the first sprint, because my first sprints, I feel like, have to be that 15 minutes to get my brain into what I'm doing. It's not too short of a time, not too long of a time. So my first sprint is always the 15 minutes. And then I will accept all kinds of suggestions that are reasonable lengths, not necessarily Devon lengths of sprints. So make sure that if you have been working already this morning digitally, you save your document. And also make sure you have something to hydrate with, whether that be tea, coffee, water, adult beverages, if it is appropriate time and you are at the appropriate age where you are. And we will get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! right, that was the end of the first sprint, and I feel like that went pretty well. Let's see how many words I did. Where did I stop? Bum, 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 bum. One. So I got, I think, two. No. I got 158. Yeah, I think that's the math. So I finished calculating how much I wrote for my morning pages, which was a little over 1,100. And then I've done 158 in correction notes. Where's my words today? I don't know. Yeah, so I did about 158, little over 150 words of corrections, but I finished a scene's worth of corrections. So now I'm sort of like at the point where I would normally have to add probably an entire chapter because I missed some huge plot points that need to be in there for the flow of the story to work properly. So I am just like, now I've got to sort of like make some notes for myself as to how and what I want to add in. Sort of like in between these two scenes, or two chapters really. So yeah. How'd y'all do? I don't know why I just went ahead and put up the second sprint because we're not doing the sprint just yet. So Megan had to head out and get ready for work. So hopefully you have fun at work, and thank you for the writing wishes. So Abigail says, don't forget to hit the like button, spread the love. Yes, that would be kind and welcomed. Charlie and Abigail have been talking about how Charlie continues to write even though you said you were going to take a rest day or a weekend. You have an analytical brain. It's like you're a Vulcan with emotional control issues. There is a 100% chance everything gets turned into a probability and a number in your head, which is not necessarily a good thing. So Isabella is going to be joining next sprint. Fair enough. You do what works for you. CB says about 280-ish. Oh God, I sound like Homer Simpson when he's talking about Marge, but Pepper is truly amazing and I don't deserve her. So yes, Abigail is correct in that Charlie comes first before the numbers. Petra got 395. Nice. Very nice. Abigail sent out some messages and got some water. Excellent. Hydration is important. Sarah wrote a couple of paragraphs about the backstory and the killer's motive. I love a good motive. Sonia has got 138. Nice. Yay. Alexis is in the middle of chapter 17. Very nice. Very nice. Charlie says, I find myself writing the political philosophy of one of the most important leaders in the setting so you can better understand how he and the hidden kingdom operates. There's a hidden kingdom. Interesting. How is it hidden? Where is it hidden? Is it hidden by technology, or is it hidden by magic? Or now I'm just questioning everything. And yeah, sometimes that's fun. Sometimes that is fun. All right, Barbara is here. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the like and the stop by, and I hope that your writing today is going well. Laura dreams big, finished eating my dinner and opened Scrivener, and that's as far as you got. That is pretty far because, one, on my channel, food counts for words. We have a cheat sheet that is linked in the description in case you want to check it out. It's an open Google form, so you can edit your favorite snacks and things and how many words they should be worth. In general, beverages are worth 200 words, so coffee, tea, water, whatever it is of your choice. You know, brownies are worth 500 words, things like that. So, you know, eating works. Eating works on my channel, and also opening Scrivener is very important. So, Orla got a scene outlined and put the kettle on. Ooh, yay! Yay! Charlie says it is hidden in plain sight and with magic. All the magic. Nice. Very nice. All right. So, how long do we want to sprint for the next sprint? We need time suggestions. And since we are using the old-fashioned, newfangled, I don't know, the very basic but flexible Google timer, because it is reliable, we can do funky numbers. So if you want to do something like 2713 or, you know, 2525, whatever it is that you want to do, or 2552, some sort of strange number suggestions, please, we would be grateful. And I say we as if I'm a royal entity, or as if I have more than one entity inside my brain, which is plausible, as all writers, I think, do. So yes. CB says, I suck at counting, so you're keeping the original draft open and putting the new words in the updated version. That is definitely, that's how I am going to be doing draft 2. Because I am terrified of losing like the original, or thinking I want to revert something back to the way that I originally had it. And so I just keep them in separate documents. Yeah. CB suggests 2408. Orla suggests 2315. Nadia 2121. Petra 2112. In Stuart seconds the 2112. So let's do that. Let's do 2112, because why not? So let me reset this. 2112, and then let me make it so you can actually see it. There we go. Make it big. Yes. Okay, so this will be the second writing sprint. And so I think we are all set. So make sure that you are drinking your hydration of choice, and that you save your document periodically. And we are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! righty, how was that sprint? I think I did pretty darn well. Where was I? So I was at 11,353. So 11,813 minus 1. So I've written a total so far in the corrections of 612. And so minus 158. That would be about 454 that sprint. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I finished making the notes of what I need to include in that chapter that I'm going to have to add, and I'm into the scene that I already edited. So I am making progress is what it feels like. So yay. And I saw that several people came in. So Misha says hello, and Bethany says hello, and Sid says hello. And then for the life of me, I could not remember what, I'm sure there's like specific words for it, but like when in the movies you see sort of like the old school martial arts or learning swordsmanship, when you're learning the correct form, they have like these wooden, like, I don't know what to call them. I want to call them like pylons or posts or something. Like there's a term for it, but I don't know what the term is, or it's at least it's not ringing right in my head. But anyway, you're supposed to like practice your strikes against these like logs or padded logs or like a bundled up bamboo or straw or something. So like I don't know what that thing is called, and it's bugging the crap out of me because I want to have part of the Academy training yard have these set up, but I don't know what they're called. And so my brain is going, I should know this word. And I'm like, yes, I should know this word, but I don't remember what it is. So if you know what this is called, please do help a person out, because my brain is spinning and I can't quite. It's like, I just can't quite get it. I don't know. And it's probably something like pylon or post, and my brain is just not accepting that as the right answer. I don't know. But yes, so that was where my brain was at. Words are interesting things. So yes, so Alicia was like, hey. And yes, I'm sure that they could, and there have been several movies that I've seen where they do use like a bunch of bundled hay, but I don't remember like what the thing is called, like when it's specifically used for fighting practice. But yeah, anyway, words. CB says they got 439. Pep, this is Cap, aka the last donut snarfing pain in my backside, I growled, which made Roddy laugh. Very nice. Isabella got your stuff prepared for work. Excellent. Yay. Alicia says that went by super fast. Yes, sometimes 20 minutes do feel like extra fast sprints, and then sometimes they feel like they're just forever long. But yes, I agree. That one went by rather quickly. Nadia got 35 words. Excellent. Charlie got 303. Power maintained with the blade always ends with the most bitter cut. I like that. Sarah Keefe wrote a couple paragraphs on how your main character gets involved in the mystery. That is always a good thing to figure out, is how in the world do you find yourself in that predicament? Orla made tea and got 356 words. Nice. CB, I watched the donut advert promo thingy for Endgame. Or CACW, not sure which, but it's hilarious. Interesting. Sylvia says, I'm deep cleaning my kitchen while listening. There's a productive session then. Petra got 448 words. Excellent. Alexis is still struggling with this chapter of your dark romance. You're having dark experience with this particular story. Do you need a comedic break in the story then? I don't know if that would work. Just to sort of give your characters and you time to breathe, maybe. Laura Dreams Big got 157 words. You spent about half the time flipping through your notebook to look up the names of side characters. Yes, and that's part of what I'm doing is, let me share this with you. I don't have it filled out yet, but I am creating this this lovely corrections document, which is ginormous. But essentially, like, I've got all my bookmarks at the top for each chapter, and then within each chapter I have plot adjustments or questions for myself and grammar things to remember. But then I've also got a names table where I am going through and I am listing what this person is, their role wise, and then I will be filling in their character names. And I do have the names of all of these. They're just in a different document because I can't be bothered at the moment to open up the other document. So I will fill that in afterwards. So at the moment, like, I'm not remembering what my healer character's name is, and I haven't been since I decided on his name, which probably is an indicator that his name should change. But anyway, so I've just been calling him Healer or Healer Apprentice, or just like some derivation of that. But yeah, so I feel that. I feel that. Okay, so they're, yeah, fighting dummies. Are they always dummies, even if they're not human shaped? Practice dummies? Okay. Maybe, okay. I mean, that makes sense, but for whatever reason, like, dummies to me always felt like they were supposed to be human shaped. Maybe I should just make my practice things human shaped and then be done with it. That would probably work. Thank you. So thank you very much, Misha and Charlie. Sonia says 204. Nice. Alicia wants to know what kind of tea Orla is having. And Laura Dreams Big says it's promo for Civil War, and you agree it's hilarious. Darling Writer says otherwise just a target if it doesn't resemble a human. Oh, okay. Okay. That sort of makes sense. So yeah, so it is a dummy if it resembles a human form. Okay. That, yeah. Thank you. I knew there was some sort of distinction with that. So Alicia says green tea with jasmine. Ooh, nice. And jasmine pearls. Gotcha. Okay. So CB is going to be right back. And Alicia says, I'm going to have to try that sometime. I've never had jasmine before. Yes, I agree. Jasmine tea is delicious. I've not had it in a while, but I do have like a whole bag of it. So maybe I should make some. Next sprint. All right. So we need another sprint time suggestion. And we, again, since we are using the old Google timer, we can use funky times all we want. So what kind of time do you want to sprint for this time? Do we want to up it from around the 20 mark to around the 25-ish mark? So like 26:16 or something random. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you are liking the shorter-ish end of the sprints or the longer-ish end by your suggestions. And now I gotta find where I was. I think I was in chapter 8. Yes. Okay, there we go. I found my spot. All right, Alicia votes for 22. Laura Dreams Big votes for 1439. Nadia says 1717. Isabella is going for the 15. Laura at 22.22. Alicia 25.22. So there are lots of 22s in here. So let's do Laura's suggestion and do the 22.22 and just have the repeating perfect number. And there are also 22 people watching. So hey, perfect. Or at least that's what my thingy, my little eyeball shows me on StreamYard, is that there are 22 people. So 22. Am I sharing? Did I do that correctly? Yes, excellent. Okay, cool times. So make sure that you save your document, which I have not done in a while, so save. And make sure that you have something to hydrate with. We are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alrighty, that was the end of the third sprint. How'd we do? I have broken the 12,000 mark in my corrections sheet, which I'm not sure is a great thing, but it's a thing. So I have now written over 1,000 words in the corrections, so that's good. Yeah, so I've written 1,263 for the corrections sheet, which is awesome. So I'm definitely over 2,000 for the day between the corrections sheet and the morning pages. So that is good. But I'm hoping to get a little bit more done, and we still have another half an hour. So I'm hoping that I will get through maybe one. I want to finish this scene because I'm almost done with that, and then maybe the next scene. So I'm hoping to get through like 1.5 more done. We'll see if I can get that. So how'd y'all do? We had Raylyn pop in, and Raylyn is working on your current work in progress, trying to work on it. You've been feeling sick and have slept the entire day, but now you're feeling quite productive, so writing in bed it is. Sometimes that is the best option, and I hope you are feeling better and continue to feel better. Petra got 397 words. Ooh, nice. Raylyn got 780 words. Nice. That is awesome. Charlie got 317. Excellent. Alicia is almost finished with this reading. Excellent. Yay. Sarah is working on suspects now, but their motives and their secrets are nice. Lord Dreams Big got 318 words and is going to have to go. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. And hopefully you have a good rest of your day and good writing if you are intending to do more writing later. CB says, my controller arrived. Woot! Yay! That is awesome. Fun times. And you got 375. Nice. Very nice. Okay, since it is 2:32, do you want to do another 20? That would put us at right about 50, between 50 and 55 to end up, and so that way I can post the links for other streams that are going to be going on this evening and all of that kind of stuff and say goodbyes. So let's go ahead and do that. So we will do, this will be our 4th sprint. Yay, we get to do 4 sprints today. And timer. And 20. Am I sharing it correctly? Yes, excellent. Okay, so 20 minutes. Make sure you save your document and you have something to hydrate with, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Also, if you need to get up and stretch, please do. Okay. So that was our last sprint, our fourth sprint. So I'm glad we got 4 in today. Let me take the sprint banner off. If my mouse would cooperate with me, that'd be nice. How many words did you get that sprint versus the whole stream? If you know what that is and want to share it, please do. I need to do the calculation. So I did 1,683 in the corrections sheet during the stream. Plus, I counted up the morning pages word count as well. So 1,683 plus 109. 12. So that's 2,792 for the day so far, which is nice, very nice. I did put a whole lot of links in the chat. So pardon me for bombarding the chat with it. But as soon as my stream ends on Dana Gollin's channel, there will be another stream for and she is writing with some of the others like Caro and Tamara, and I can't remember who else is going to be on her. But anyway, there will be more sprints over there on Dana's channel. And then at 4 p.m., WordStitch has their normal sprinting at least 1 or 2 hours. And then also at 4 p.m., these are all Eastern, Glory Writes the Blues has the awkward sibling hour with her brother, and they talk about what it is to live and write with autism and some other things that need to be properly depicted. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, make sure you check them out. They do tend to be a bit more chatty, but they do sprints as well, but they are hilarious. So, and then tonight at 8 p.m., Austin K has the normal Monday Night Write, which is always so good for myself because I love the stretches and just sort of like the Zen vibe. And then also at 8, if you are not in the mood for Zen with Austin, you can go over and check out Writing Mom Samantha L. Nassett and friends. We're also going to be doing some sprints. And then at 10:30 tonight, BC and Sako are going to be writing a book together. So there are the sprints for this afternoon and this evening. There are quite a few of them. I'm sure there are some that I've missed, but those are the ones that I managed to grab from my subscription links that had already been posted. And who knows what YouTube does with the notifications and whatnot. But anyway, those are the sprints that I know of at the moment. So there you go. So Nikki arrived. Hello. And so did Alexis. Hello. And yes, that was the last sprint. So Charlie worked on a bit of art. Awesome. And Alexis says goodbye. Sarah worked on some more of your suspects. Awesome. Always love a good suspect pool. CB got 514 on that sprint. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And Stuart, you have not been tracking words since you are writing a paper for class and you don't count those, but it's been nice sprinting today. Aw, yay. I'm glad that I could help. And that's kind of the reason why I started doing these, was because I needed some accountability for my own regular writing. And so that's what this started as. But I'm glad I helped. And I mean, you could totally count your words if you're doing like Milwordy, but if you're counting creative rather than academic, I can totally understand that. CB says you have 4,652 for the day, which is amazing. Amazing. Nikki also has a stream this Saturday, 11:45 p.m. Eastern, instant star themed. Ooh, nice. Abigail says, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Yes, I love Austin, but 8 p.m. is 1 a.m. for UK. Yeah, that could definitely be a problem. Alicia got distracted talking to family, but did finish reading. Yay! And you got some Earl Grey, which is awesome. Awesome. Hello, CB, says Alexis. No, CB did not block you. It might be a glitch in the YouTube and StreamYard system. No, CB did not block you. You are fine. Fun times. Yay! I'm glad. Congratulations on over 1K with this stream. And Instert says accountability streams are the best. You're doing Milwordy, but starting in December. So maybe you will for the final paper, but you'll see. Gotcha. Yeah, that is totally fine. If you don't feel like you can do the Milwordy till a certain starting point, or if you even want to do Milwordy, I'm doing a half Milwordy because it's much more reasonable to me. And so, yeah, and I'm also sort of like not adding. I didn't initially count some of the developmental edits, but I guess I'm counting it now that I'm doing the giant corrections sheet. I don't know. It's confusing. It's confusing. You're welcome for streaming. Yay. And all right. So it is now 3 o'clock, past 3 o'clock. So you can hop straight on over to Dana Gollin's channel and continue to write with Dana and some of her AuthorTube buddies. And I will be back. I can talk. Wednesday and Friday for the normal streaming hours of 1 to 3 p.m. And then on Sunday, again, 2 to 5. So hopefully I will be able to get a lot more of my corrections sheet finished this week. So yeah. So I hope you had fun, and I wish you well with all of your writing endeavors today, and I will see y'all next time.